Hello, what is up? So, I thought I'd talk about Nvidia because I was thinking about the video I made the other day about Nvidia trying to force all this new technology, multi-frame gen, onto reviewers. And when I think about it, that's probably their DNA because that's all they've ever done, trying to force it onto the consumer when it's not ready. So because I only got into PC gaming in around between 22 and 2023. Uh, so in 2020, a lot of people were telling me that Nvidia were trying to put ray tracing on, even back then when it could, these GPUs could hardly even run it. So it's like they try and force technology when it don't work, when it's not ready. And again, that's what they've done with path tracing. Like the top cards can barely run it, and then now they're doing this multi-frame gen that's literally causing black screens and breaking people's systems. Like not breaking it, but just making it unplayable. So you're getting crashes in so many games with it. Uh, Fair enough, it works in some games, but it's not the experience you want when you're paying all this money. And to be fair, that matches my experience of Nvidia. It's just a total fucking. It's very stressful when you just want to play games, and I think that's why I've preferred AMD in the past, and even now I'm having to verify the files here because for some reason I've installed the latest Nvidia driver, and I've lost FPS, so I've had to. I'm just reinstalling stuff, and it's just a pain in the ass. It really is to. I mean, I don't know what it is with their drivers, but it's like they're releasing. I know I shouldn't have downloaded it. It's like they're releasing a driver every bloody week. But I thought the thing is I like to get for the new games and all that. I like to download the drivers for the new games that come out because I do buy a lot of new games. So I'm in that sort of pickle uh, that I won't be getting the best performance. But then I do think, well, I don't know. It just that's the sort of how they get you, Nvidia. Back to what I said, yeah, it's like we're fucking guinea pigs. Uh, I mean, all the people that have bought the 5000 series cards are literally guinea, like beta testers, because, I mean, let's face it, they they obviously didn't care about gamers because if they did, the drivers would be stable. AMD didn't release their cards straight away; they worked on their drivers. And again, I'm not an AMD fanboy, but I do feel they're more for gamers. Whereas Nvidia just seems to care a lot more about technology that don't work properly. And that's been my experience. Technology is great when it works, if it works, and majority of the time I don't think it does work. And to be honest, uh, so I've been trying this out, and I've had no issues with crashes in games, no black screens. So to be honest, you could buy that for £5, like I did. I think I paid like four, probably cheaper than £5. I think it was £4.29 or something from Steam. Um, so I'd actually recommend buying this because it actually works really well. I still don't think I'm not convinced that I need to use it, but it is, if people want to use that multi-frame gen, you might as well use this because you get all the options, the same options you do in Nvidia, and you won't get all the crashes like black screens and all that crap. So, you know what I mean? It just feels like, to me, that's more logical to just buy that rather than pay 3 grand for the 5090. Like that would be the option for me. To Because obviously I've got the 4090, so it's either that or keep that. It's either upgrade to a 5090, otherwise a bit stupid. Because I wouldn't be getting a stronger card if I got a 5080. So, and not that I want to, because I've said before I'm not interested in the 5000 series. But if I do want to use it, because there is games like when on Nvidia, I can't use frame generation, but this actually gives you frame generation, and it seems to work pretty well. So yeah, I mean it just feels like again that's a better option than getting an Nvidia 5000 series. So yeah, it does feel like you're a beta tester most of the time, and it feels like, in my experience, there's just too many issues where, like, frame gen is giving you. I mean, frame generation is meant to smooth the game out, but all I've had is like traversal stutters in games with a DLSS frame gen. I found AMD's frame gen to be better, and even Nvidia users uh, started using it over DLSS 3 frame gen because you was getting more. You was getting more on AMD's frame generation. So that just feels like they like to push tech like years before it's actually ready. And ray tracing is still very demanding now, so God knows what it was like in 2020. And they're trying to get people to adopt it in 2020. So it feels like there's always something they've got to push to get people to upgrade, and then it's not working. I mean, this has got to be one of the worst generations for Nvidia, the 5000 series, because it's like nothing works. Apparently their drivers used to be really good, but now they're totally, I haven't got anything positive to say about them. I mean, the driver before this, and I'll show you. I mean, everything I experience. Yeah, so I've installed this the other day, and I've felt like even the games won't launch straight away sometimes. I don't know what's going on there, but I should have just bloody left it on the previous driver, because that driver felt alright. So, I mean, they can't be checking it if they're releasing a driver. It feels like they're doing one every week. Surely they're not fully checking it. So it just winds me up. It really does get to the point. You're still more worried about the bloody settings changing in here, and then the bloody G-Sync. I'm having to keep checking this because I find it bloody disables itself. And it's still on. But I've found that to just go off like when it wants. I mean, who needs all that shit when you just want to get on and game. So for me, it literally does feel like and then they're trying to lie. They're trying to get the reviews to lie to you about all these reviews now and put a positive spin on it. So it just feels like they're the devil. I do actually think he's the devil in disguise, that Jensen. I do think he's a complete tosser, and I haven't got any time for him or his fucking products anymore, because when I like think how much they're costing and all the hassle I get, I am literally just happy to stick with what I got. If the 4090 does melt the one I've got, I'll just go to the 9070 XT all the time, and that'll be it. And then I'll wait for the next generation with AMD, because I'm not getting value for money when, I mean, it's a great GPU, the 4090, but when I'm having to reinstall drivers because I've lost performance in the game, like Shadows, because I loaded it up and I'm only getting 60 FPS, and I know I usually get over 80 FPS. So I don't know what the fuck's going on there. And then I'm wasting like half hour because I deleted all the Assassin's Creed shader capture and all that, and now it's decided to reinstall the whole game. So this is what I'm doing. So again, do you need all that shit? And I've never had this on AMD with their drivers. So if anything, I mean, the cheek for them to say they're gamers, that is complete. I mean, who the fuck do they think they are? It's like they think that they're so untouchable. Now they can dictate to all these reviewers to review it in a certain way. And this is what happens when you hype them up so bloody much. I mean, the fanboys are the biggest problem for me. They're just literally every bit of tech they release, they hype it up, And then this is what you get. You get these gents and all that getting too big for their fucking boots, and then saying a fucking 5070 is the same as 4090, and all these people lap it up. And then 5060 GPUs that come out with 8 GB, you've got a load of bloody divs buying them. And then they're not all divs, a lot of them are uneducated. I admit, when I first got into PC gaming, I got the 3070, and then after I got more experience on PC, I realised the VRAM was too low on that. So ever since then, I've never made that mistake. As I said, I'd recommend 16 GB minimum now, or over. So you don't run into, because 12 GB isn't enough for me either, if you want to use frame generation and all that in every game. So, even at 1440p. So, at the end of the day, uh, inexperienced PC gamers are what Jensen wants. He wants all these people to look at these benchmarks, take it at face value, to buy them overpriced cards, and then they'll get burnt and realise they made a mistake. So that's what he wants, and I don't like that. It's disingenuous. I don't like people like that. For me, he's a con man, and I said in my other video I wouldn't trust him to serve my tea. I mean, them 8 GB GPUs are about as useful as a chocolate teaspoon, in my opinion, because they will just people with if you're a gamer, you're gonna run into a lot of problems with them 8 GB GPUs, because I've seen it for myself. And in the newer games, if you're playing older games, you'll probably get away with it. But in the newer games, they're using more VRAM and all that. So at the end of the day, people are going to get annoyed with it. Some will just like do away with it and think, so it's going to depend. I mean, 8 GB, it is definitely too low for me. 8 GB. I mean, you look at the console, they're getting more than that. So, 'cause they use a shared memory system as well. So, at the end of the day, I don't agree with that. So, for me, Nvidia, if they don't sort it out, they're gonna. Surely people are just gonna tell them to fuck off and do one. But then they're earning a lot of money with the data centers and all that. So it's all about AI now with them. So yeah, I thought I suppose it is a bit of a rant, but at the end of the day, it's the truth. Because I mean, I've been playing this, really enjoying it, but I suppose, I mean, there is an issue with DLSS4 now, and that, but it's only a little issue, but it is a bit off-putting with them white artifacts. I don't know why it's not happening. It's not literally happening all the time, but again, people were telling me it's so good, but it's obviously got issues. I don't know. Because I was actually going to do a video on lossless scaling, but that's gone out the window because I'm having to literally wait for this to install, so I'll leave that for another day. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.